We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Maya Angelou. I have always been someone who wants to solve problems. I took pleasure in fixing people's issues. Someone feeling lost and disheartened? Let me fix it by trying to lift their spirits. Someone straying off their life path? Let me fix it to help them find their way again. Someone I care about making poor life choices? Let me fix it so they can find joy. Fixing others made me feel valuable. It gave me a sense of purpose and significance. It made me believe I was making a positive impact. But at times, this turned me into a self-sacrificing savior. Are you a helper? Being a helper, you likely possess a deep sense of empathy. You easily step into someone else's shoes and feel compelled to ease their pain because you experience it alongside them. Being a helper, you often set aside your own tasks to assist others. Being a helper, you frequently struggle with saying no and fear the disappointment it may cause. Being a helper, you are often critical of yourself for not doing enough, not being enough, or failing to solve every problem. Being a helper, you tend to attract individuals who might exploit your generous nature and willingness to assist. Being a helper, you may exhibit traits of a martyr. Healthline defines a martyr as someone who sacrifices their own needs and desires to fulfill the needs of others, often out of a sense of obligation or guilt, leading to feelings of resentment, unappreciation, or anger. I realized I was entrenched in an unhealthy martyr mentality when I started to resent always being the helper and constantly putting myself last. When I began to feel underappreciated and overlooked for the sacrifices I was making. When I noticed that I felt guilty if I didn't help someone and feared that if I didn't always say yes, they wouldn't love me. The insight I gained about being a helper is that in attempting to solve everyone's problems, you hinder their growth into the best versions of themselves. Being a helper and absorbing others' pain is emotionally exhausting and detrimental to your mental health and well-being. I came to this understanding through various experiences in my life. However, the defining moment was when I felt utterly powerless in a particular situation. Several years ago, my sister faced infidelity in her long-term relationship while living abroad. Having also lived far from home and experienced betrayal, my heart broke for her. Knowing the pain she was probably enduring, the insecurity, shame, hurt, betrayal, anger, and sadness coursing through her veins, felt like it was coursing through mine. The thought of the agony she would face in the upcoming weeks and months as she rebuilt her life felt like a knife in my heart. All I wanted was to take it away for her. But there was nothing I could do to alleviate her suffering. I was thousands of miles away, and revisiting my own experience with infidelity wouldn't help her or my current relationship. She had to navigate through it and grow from it, just like so many others have, and I literally could not fix it. I felt helpless. It was then that I stumbled upon this touching story of the butterfly many years ago. You might have encountered a version of it before, but I held on to this one because it resonated deeply with me. Once upon a time, a young boy was exploring his grandfather's garden when he noticed some butterfly cocoons about to open. He observed the first butterfly struggling to emerge from its cocoon. It took a long time and required immense effort. By the time the butterfly was free, it was exhausted and had to rest on a branch before it could fly. The boy felt sorry for the butterfly, which had to endure such a tough battle to escape its cocoon. When the boy saw the second cocoon starting to hatch, he didn't want it to face the same struggle. So, he decided to help by gently opening the cocoon and releasing the butterfly. He placed it on the branch, saving it from the struggle. However, the second butterfly soon died, while the first butterfly, which had fought so hard, soared into the sky. Distressed, the boy ran to his grandfather, crying, "What happened? Why did the second butterfly die?" he asked. His grandfather explained that butterflies have a fluid in their bodies that needs to be pushed into their wings through the struggle of emerging from the cocoon. This process strengthens the wings and prepares them for flight. Without the struggle, the wings remain weak, and the butterfly cannot survive. Without the struggle, there are no wings, grandmother said as she gently stroked her granddaughter's hair. It's the same for you, my dear. Life will present you with challenges, but these tough moments are what will help you grow and learn to soar. But won't it hurt? Asked the little girl, her eyes wide with concern. Yes, sometimes it will hurt. Sometimes it will be really hard. But one day, you'll see that it was all worth it. Every struggle you face will teach you something invaluable. They'll be the lessons that help you fly. Struggles make us stronger, they teach us resilience, they empower us with wisdom, and they connect us with our true selves. Do not rob someone of their chance to grow by trying to fix them or shield them from their trials. Without the struggle, they won't develop their wings. At that moment, my perspective on being a fixer changed. My sister emerged from her ordeal stronger, more beautiful, and happier than ever, and I didn't need to fix anything for her. While I still possess the empathy that lets me feel deeply for others, I have come to understand that allowing someone to face their own struggles is one of the most empowering acts I can offer them. If you are a habitual fixer, acknowledge that you can be there for them as a supportive listener, a comforting presence, and a source of advice. However, you must let them navigate their challenges without absorbing all their emotions as if they were your own. Relieving them of their burdens not only drags you down but also hinders their personal growth. Let them find their wings. It is one of the greatest gifts you can give. As a final note, from one recovering fixer to another, I want to reassure you that this can be challenging. Recognizing and confronting the fact that you may have martyr-like tendencies can, and likely will, propel you into your own period of struggle and growth. Saying no to someone you care about can be harder for the fixer than for the person you're helping, especially if you have been enabling unhealthy behaviors. But through my own experiences, both professionally and personally, I've learned that by allowing others to empower themselves, you too are empowering yourself. If you find this video valuable, please like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on more useful content. Don't forget to leave your comments below so we can share and learn together. Thank you for taking the time to watch.